with the Iranian government that would determine once and for all whether there is any possibility of reason and compromise on the big issues of our time. And certainly the fate of the people in Iran and their conditions along the human rights vein is part and parcel of that dialogue. But in other areas of concern, obviously, includes the nuclear program that much of the world is concerned about, certainly the Middle East is concerned about. And I've said before that there are three main reasons why this is a concern for not just the people in the region, but a global concern, that a nuclear weapons-capable Iran has already declared, under the leadership of Mr. Ahmadinejad, what they would plan to do with those nuclear weapons, and that is not encouraging for the future. Secondly, a nuclear-capable Iran would for sure trigger a nuclear arms race in the Middle East, also not a good development. And thirdly, and perhaps most dangerously, is an Iran that has that technology to produce weapons of mass destruction would be probably tempted to use them through non-state actors. And that would be a development that would be catastrophic, not just for the people of Iran, but and the people of the Middle East, but for the entire globe. So we have had 2 years now to overtly and covertly assess the true intentions of this regime. 2 years is long enough. It is clear that the Iranian regime is not only going to be a problem for its citizens, a very cruel problem, a very constant pressure to inhibit and restrict human rights, the rights of men and women alike, and is embarked on a long-term project to not only destabilize the region, but to wreak havoc in this 21st century world that we live in. And that is clearly unacceptable. On the 24th of November of last year, the House of Representatives Foreign Relations Committee met and passed a resolution asking for immediate measures by the United States to end the unjust treatment against Camp Ashraf and its people. On the 7th of February, the Senate Armed Services Committee of the United States Senate, under the chairmanship of Senator Levin and Senator McCain, also expressed concern for the current position that we take with regard to the people of Camp Ashraf. We've also had a court decision that requires the State Department of the United States to reevaluate its current designations and suggests that they are out of step with the prevailing attitudes around the globe with regard to the movement led by Mrs. Rajabi. Specifically, Camp Ashraf security, it seems to me that the time has come to do the right thing for those who want democracy and freedom and who want the people of Camp Ashraf to live in peace and security. We should, I think, remove the shackles that impede the potential that we see before us at this time. Iran's temporary regime, I use the word temporary in a hopeful way, cannot stand this situation much longer. Everything that is happening around Iran must make the leaders of Iran wonder what in the world is happening. It cannot be that they see this as a good thing. We've had 2 years to offer reasonable options for the regime to define itself, as I said, and they have now defined themselves and they have defined their intent. Madame Rajabi, it is time for those of us from the United States who have come to know and admire you and your colleagues and your goals to do what is required and to recognize the legitimacy of your movement and your ideals. I intend to work towards that goal personally. I hope that all U.S. participants will unite in this effort. Beautiful speeches must now produce beautiful results. And I agree with you, Madame Rajavi, that it is now America's turn. Vive le peuple iranien, vive la liberté, le grand espoir pour tous les êtres humains. Merci beaucoup, Mesdames et Messieurs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.